going up, the lights are flashing. There's no time for question asking. Hide the weed under the napkin. Try not to laugh, cause I fucked up big time on this one. I'm getting busted for possession. But shit, I got my gun still left on, laying in my lap. If you were where I'm at, you would do the same goddamn thing. Same goddamn thing. It ain't because I'm black, it's just because I don't have a thing. I'm 19 years old and broke as fuck. I'm a pocket and an alcoholic. Label me a fucking convict. There's not a penny in my wallet, so give me all your change. I'm in and out of jail and rehab. Can't seem to break the habits we have. But Mary Jane always makes me laugh, but that's a bit to blame. If you were where I'm at, you would do the same goddamn thing. Same goddamn thing. It ain't because I'm black, it's just because I don't have a thing. I'm 19 years old and broke as fuck. Broke as fuck. Broke as fuck. I'm 19 years old and broke as fuck. I'm 19 years old and broke as fuck. I'm 19 years old and broke as fuck.
What's going on, folks? Not gonna put that up. How's everybody doing? I have a fantastic new overlay. Honestly, I meant to put it up and I was trying to get it, but oh my god, is this awesome? Check it out. Look at that. Look at that. Thank you so much to Anna Haven for creating this, because this is awesome. I haven't seen it since they sent it to me. I haven't seen it on camera, but this is one of the coolest things I've ever fucking seen from them. It is so amazing. Like I am actually blown away. As soon as I put it up to test it out, that's what I was doing. That's why I was a little late. But this looks so goddamn cool. Oh my god. I got to get a new aesthetic for the background when I share a screen. But yeah, you can see it. It kind of works out. That's totally cool. I love it. Like, comment, subscribe, and hit all the links down at the bottom. They're also pinned up at the top of the comments, and I am absolutely excited. This is so damn cool. It works. It is perfect. It's all of my perfect colors, perfect, perfectly balanced. Damn, dude. Everybody, can we get a round of applause in the chat for Anna Haven, for Underhaven? I don't care. Holy shit, this is awesome. So I was really excited as soon as I saw it, and I kept the excitement because I just was able to put it up. So fucking cool. But I really appreciate it. And if anybody needs thumbnails or overlays or anything, hit up Anna Haven, go to Underhaven, go to their Discord and hit them up, because if you saw the thumbnail for this video, it's the one I used on the last video. Yeah, I know, because I didn't hit them up because, there's an Underhaven show tonight after this one. Go check that out. But I didn't want to. I didn't want to be overbearing, so I just reused the old thumbnail. And every single time, all I do is I give them a prompt, and what they do is just give me probably some of the best artwork available. I'm just like, that's fucking perfect. Every single time. I think there's been 1 or 2 times that I've been like, can you tweak a little bit like this? Or I send them a different picture, and then it's within, I don't know, 5 minutes and everything's done. This is great. I absolutely 100% am like a kid on Christmas. Like, I love this. This is so cool. I'm going to use this 100% of the time. It, I'm like smitten right now. It's so fucking awesome. But all right, so so tonight what we're going to be doing is we're going to be covering a little bit more of the King Cobra list, as you guys just saw. We're going to be going through the list. I realized where we stopped, and then because I was looking through it earlier, and we're gonna get through a lot of the disgusting stuff. There is one thing that I do want to talk about towards the end, if you guys want to do that, and also uh to help me pay for my God, I don't want to do this. To help me pay for my insurance deductible. Fuck, why do I get to do this? I do have these Bayview, not a sponsor, pickled turkey gizzards. So I'm gonna say $20 per to, I don't know, one of the links, just let me know. Or if you go down to the charity links, just send me the receipt and tell me to check the email, and I'll check the email. So if you send at least $20 to one of the charity links, or if you send $20 to me, I'm more than happy to eat a turkey gizzard. uh, to help people out. But on that, oh god, turkey gizzard. Anyway, uh so let me real quick say what's up to the chat. I always appreciate all of you for being here, especially the lurkers and those that are watching afterwards. But real quick, we got Mango. Thank you for putting all of the links into the chat. Bill Portley. Everybody give some hearts for Bill Portley because apparently Google hates Bill Portley for some fucking reason. And I think I just said Pill Portley. I don't know. Security Mile Lizard. That guy's a weirdo. He's got a new overlay, but he can be all right. Mr. Wadowson, thank you for being here. Hopefully you can be at brunch tomorrow. And yes, I was late. I apologize, Milk. But then again, you're on Canadian time, so it doesn't necessarily matter, unless it's we'll talk about war crimes later. Anyway, PT Ham, thank you for being here. I am early Skits Crasher. Always a pleasure to have you. Jay Gamer, nice to see you. And anybody, Trav from TO, thank you for being here. J Mag, hello, folks. Always wanting to have the folks here. And that's about it for the chat. But again, all the lurkers and everybody that's here, always appreciated. I know my table is shaking a whole lot because this TV that I'm using as a monitor is not the most stable. Neither is this really expensive desk that somebody gave to me. But hey, Demon Orb, thank you for being here. Yum, gizzards. Just make sure to put in the chat if you do donate to any of the charities or anything that you donated, so that I can actually check it. And unlike Yato, who still owes me a receipt for donating to Ukraine, and the The charity links down below go directly to the charities that are there. That's why I need a receipt. They go to either indigenous people or the people of Ukraine. They do not go to the Ukrainian military. Just have to give that caveat. And so that's why I need a receipt. Black out your information. I don't want your information. That's essentially it. And hearts in the chat for Sydney. Thank you all for being here. All right. Dude, this is so cool. I'm like fucking I feel like a real streamer now. No, I'm honestly like nobody clipped that. Let me see if I can get a good background. Let me see what my backgrounds are. What's a good one? Here's a good one. So we have the knobs and the lizard. Oh, that works. That works pretty great. I'll take it. Yes. And for those of you that actually want to go through this list on your own, do your own streams, just peruse this. Here it is. Here's the link. Check it out. Mango has it. It's in the chat. And I'm just going through this. This is all publicly available information. But we're going to go ahead and start where we left off. I think I moved this a little bit. And last time, what we talked about was the last thing, or the thing we ended on was this point, and he admitted to peeing on and farting on a wounded antelope unsuccessfly to slaughter it with a samurai sword, which is, I have no idea how you even get to that point of trying to do it. And as just as a side note on that, it's actually kind of a good point that we left off there. But unfortunately, I'll put up a short later tonight before I go on Underhaven of the one of my coworkers rustled up a raccoon's nest. I don't know, while we were doing some work, and unfortunately, this raccoon was. My hypothesis is that it had chronic wasting disease. It was blind and it was deaf, 100%, because it couldn't see me at all. It was just like running into fences, running into trees. I was trying to like kick leaves and stuff at it, and it did not hear a thing. I unfortunately, like, it started getting close to a school, and it was running into a fence, and then it started coming at me, and I dispatched the raccoon. Animal control did not show up. I did call animal control, and I feel so bad. I've been thinking about this for at least the last 36 fucking hours. It affected me quite a bit, and I had to do it. I had to take I did take the carcass away so that, whatever it was affected with didn't get into the other populations. But like, I didn't, piss and shit on the thing like that. That actually, it kind of fucked me up for a minute. And I'm not saying like a literal minute, but for a while, because me and my coworker, we were just talking about it afterwards, and he's like, "I can't believe you did that." I was just like, "Well, it was coming at me. I didn't want to get bit. I didn't want to have like rabies or something." And the thing was clearly, it was literally blind and deaf. So it was mangy and gross. And I hate the fact that I had to do something like that, but you know, such is life, I guess. I don't know. I don't even know. It was really it it got to me. But but yeah. Anyway, aside from talking like that, talking about that, let's get into the next point on our list, which is he admitted crushing a small bird to death with his bicycle in a premeditated and intentional manner, which another story from old Lizard. When I was in Iraq, we lived in, basically it was a garage. It wasn't like, like your standard garage in the US. It was a car garage and had been outfitted for living quarters. And next door to us was just like this small little house. I forget who was actually stationed there, but it was probably like 5 or 6 people, and one of them had a BB gun that oh, by the way, just as a side note, when I dispatched the raccoon, thankfully this time my aim was true and it didn't suffer. But we were next to these people, and someone had got a BB gun, and they had one of the only trees on post right outside of their house, and they had these pigeons, and they were just shooting the pigeons for fun. And on our way back, so we had about a kilometer, so about 1,000 meters from where our motor pool was to the crack house. And me and a couple of friends were walking back after we did maintenance on our vehicles, and we came back and we found one of these pigeons, because there's pigeons everywhere. I mean, they're all over the fucking place. They're flying rats. But it was wounded. You could see its wing was all broken, and there was nothing we could do because there's no veterinarian that's gonna, on post, even, that's gonna even take it, let alone being on post. So we all looked around and we were like, so like, what do we do? Because it's just like sitting there dying. Well, we had to unfortunately dispatch it, and we were like, well, who's gonna do it? Well, Lizard was the one that had to do it. And big rock, 2 pigeon, and we took care of it. And then we just covered it with the rock. And the other 500 meters that we had to walk back to the crack house was probably the most silent walk I have ever had, because we didn't want to talk about it. And mind you, this is in a war zone. All 3 of us were gunners. None of us wanted to talk about it. So it put a lot of that into my brain, and I got wrapped around my own head for a little bit longer than I expected for the last, like I said, day and a half or so. But let's not focus on the fact that Lizard is, yeah, I guess, a natural born exterminator or some shit, but focus on the fact that uh there are people out there that do this willingly. Like, why would you hurt that animal? I can't imagine, like, actually hurting an animal that's not doing anything. Just get away from me. That's it. Go live your life. Uh I'm not gonna. I slow down for deer and stuff like that. But if you're going to intentionally run over a bird and like think about it, like premeditate it. What kind of person are you? So let's find out what kind. So I'm gonna go back a little bit.
And I picked it up, and I'm trying to find its nest. I couldn't find it. Oh, them laughing, and it wasn't the kind of laugh like, "Oh, he's creepy, cute." Because of the Asperger's, I'm horrible at social situations. Oh, fucking horrible.
I'm sorry, it gets crashed.
And one time I was at work and I was taking out
We
the
all have things
trash,
going
and there was a
on
couple of cute girls
apparently.
in the drive-through, and I gave them a curt tip of the hat and a smile, and I got both of them laughing, and it wasn't the kind of laugh like, "Oh, he's creepy, ew." It was a oh ha ha flirty sort of giggly laugh. So you know. Oh, like the other day, there was this baby bird that had fallen out of the nest, and I picked it up, and I'm trying to find its nest.
Oh
I couldn't
no.
find it. I tried feeding it. That didn't work
Oh
either.
no.
And it was hopping around in a very busy parking lot. It was going to get ran over anyway. So I did the humane thing, and I put it out of its misery. I took my back bike tire and squished it. And I didn't want to do it, but I had.
And positive news, I got to pet two of the fluffiest huskies I've ever seen. Aw, sweet babies. Tell them I love them. And dude, I think the this has happened before where the list actually makes it sound a whole hell of a lot more excuse me, a whole hell of a lot worse than the actual thing, but I really like, considering my last day and a half, I really don't want to listen to it again, but just for the sake of this, we'll go back just a little bit and see what he actually said.
I took my back bike tire
Sorry.
and squished it. And I didn't want to do it, but I had to because it was gonna get ran over anyway, and get it over with, and I figured some dog or some crow would come by and eat it anyway. It's all part of the circle of life, as they say.
I'm not gonna lie, considering my last day and a half, I I can't really fault him for doing that, but he did say that he he looked for the nest and everything. Take him with a grain of salt. Um, but it's a really hard decision to make because once that baby bird falls out of the nest and like I did, I called animal control and they never showed up. I called them and I tried to keep this raccoon in the same area because it was right by a school as well. So I tried to keep it in the same area, but I don't know. Like you kind of got to make a decision, and the mom's probably just gonna go make other babies. I can't necessarily fault him for it, for his actions, but I just don't think it's the right thing to do, but it is the right thing to do to put a dying animal out of its misery. I know as very Bieber as there's a million and a half things more you could do. Yeah. A lot of people don't have the resources to take care of a little baby bird. Like I'm not saying that he did the right thing. I'm just saying it's a hard moral decision. You could take it to damn near you take it to the vet. They're probably going to be like, okay, well, maybe we have an incubator or something. I don't know. I honestly don't know. It's an in the moment kind of thing that you really have to think about, and I'm getting really uncomfortable because it was hopping around. If it was hopping around, yeah, you pick it up, you call animal control. They'll be able to take care of it. And if they're the ones that put it down, then you know, let them take care of that shit. Let them put it down. That's part of their job. But don't just take a bike tire and smash it. You know, I talked about throwing a rock at a bird, but man, this got really dark right off the bat. You know, hey Marion, um, I guess you missed the part where the bird was fine and he chose her. Okay, yeah, I definitely did miss it because I was not paying attention.
You're busy, giggly laugh, so,
All right.
Oh, like the other day, there was this baby bird that had fallen out of the nest, and I picked it up, and I'm trying to find its nest. I couldn't find it. I tried feeding it. That didn't work either, and it was hopping around in a very busy parking lot. It was going to get ran over anyway, so I did the humane thing, and I put it out of its misery.
No. Okay, thank you, Mango, for correcting me, because sorry, I was wrapped around my own head for a minute there. So yeah, I totally missed that. No, that's not the right thing to do. You don't just put it out of its misery. It wasn't in any misery. You just didn't take the right steps to do anything. You killed an innocent a little baby bird. Like, you know, the raccoon I was talking about was blind and deaf and diseased, and you know, it got dispatched quickly, which I hope the baby bird as well didn't suffer. But you shouldn't just do that with an animal. Call animal control and have them come out to you and take care of the animal. And then maybe that baby bird could have, you know, flown away into the nethers and never saw it again. But no, you decided to, like, this kind of plays into, you know, the darker side of Cobes, where he thinks that these things are just okay. They're just part of his aesthetic and his psyche and all this stuff. Like, oh, it's just death. No, you know, you should actually feel bad about it. I don't think he feels bad for a second. Shit, like I said, I had a fucking very quiet walk back home in Iraq, and I had a very, very quiet night in my own home, because all I really wanted to do was hug my puppy, because I was thinking about the animals that I had dispatched. And it's terrible. Like, dude, don't think about this like, oh yeah, just whatever. You know. No. Fuck you. You actually made the conscious decision. And I go back on what I said about the list being a little bit off, because he actually made the conscious decision to do this, and he didn't think about he didn't think forward. He didn't think about anything that could have been done. You know, obviously you can't, one person can't stop a runaway freight train, but this wasn't a runaway freight train. It was a little baby bird, and you fucking killed it for no reason.
I took my back bike tire and squished it. And I didn't want to do it, but I had to because, it was going to get ran over anyway. and
you don't know that. You don't know it was going to get run over. You don't know that the baby bird wasn't going to die. You didn't do any of the steps that you needed to do, which was, one, call fucking animal control. It's Wyoming. There's 500,000 people in the entire state of Wyoming. Seriously, animal control is probably sitting there just... waiting on calls. Like, dude, just if it's a baby bird, give them something to do. That's your tax money. Fuck, dude.
get it over with, and I figured some dog or some crow would come by and eat it anyway. It's all part of the circle of life, as they say.
On July 12th.
Now, he's not necessarily wrong there, because it's just a little baby bird flapping around on the ground. Something's going to come by and eat it. I watched a video recently of an anaconda eating, like, it's because anacondas give live birth, and typically the yolk is attached to the young. So what they do is the baby anacondas that are not viable, that are dead when they exit the womb, the mother just goes by and eats up the dead young and the yolks in order to get that nutrient boost. But this is, I mean, nature's fucked up, bro. Nature sucks. And, we are part of nature, but you know what? We actually have the consciousness, we have the conscience to be able to think about this. But he didn't actually think about it. All he wanted to do was kill that bird. I don't know. I'm not gonna delve any farther into that, because that just... I feel like I should just go outside and look up at the stars at this point. Like, Jesus Christ. Can we talk about him not fucking with animals? There's something when you go into the military, every time you go out into the field, what they always say, what every NCO and officer is going to tell you, is don't fuck with the wildlife. One, because you're probably not from there. And two, you never know what that wildlife is going to do. So if there's a deer and you're like, oh, I've been around deer my whole life, and then you walk up to it and it just jumps up and hits you in the throat, guess what? There's a good chance that your family is going to miss out on the $500,000 life insurance because you fucked up. You fucked with the wildlife. Sorry. That's just kind of how the government works. I don't know why. Whatever. Doesn't matter. Let's see. All right. So next point on this list is admitted to poisoning his 3 family dogs with THC dozens of times and fed Mountain Dew to Ellen's parents' dog on camera. We're going to go to 29 because I really, really kind of want to get off of the animal abuse thing.
And when Obi died, I got drunk as shit. Not gonna lie, I did give Obi
We are the end of nature, rabid, intelligent apes. We are not the end of nature, but yes, rabid, intelligent apes. Correct. Nature will continue. The universe will continue. The sun's going to explode. We're just here for a brief moment in time. That's about it. Enjoy your time. I implore everybody, if you don't want to watch this show, go outside, especially if it's not cloudy, and just look up. Just look up. Anytime you go outside, just look up. If it's sunny and it's a beautiful day, just look up and enjoy it. It's one of the best things that you can do as a conscious being, is just to be able to stand there and look at your surroundings. Go into nature. If you like the city, go into the city and just admire what we as human beings have done. Just admire it.
Drugs of weed when he was alive, and he loved eating weed. Okay? If you give your dogs cannabis, it has to be the female plant, the one that gets humans stoned. If it gets humans stoned, like actual weed, like indica, sativa, you know what I'm saying? If it gets your ass stoned, it's going to get your dog's ass stoned. So you...
Mango, no. No, bad Mango. Stop it. I can't send you to the corner, but you know what? Go to the center of the room, and everybody in the corners just stare at Mango.
You can actually give dogs cannabis. The stuff that...
No, you can't. Do not ever at any point do this. This is animal abuse. Once again, do not ever do this. Don't give your dogs anything other than food that is, approved for dogs. Like I found out recently that, Sasha can't have anything with red dye. It gives her diarrhea. She's not, it doesn't work on her stomach. So I had to go through and actually look for the specific bags of dog food that don't have red dye. You can't give your dogs grapes, onions, garlic. They can have like bananas and potatoes and carrots and stuff like that. That's fine. You can give them, but actually look it up. Do not give your dogs drugs or alcohol. They can't process it the way that humans actually can, because humans can process these things, especially things like THC and alcohol, because we've been doing it for hundreds or tens, if not hundreds of thousands of years. It's actually like built into our genetics that we can actually process these things, and there's not a whole lot of animals that can process these process like fermentation. Do not do this to your dog. Don't feed your dog weed. Fuck you, Josh. You killed this dog. You piece of shit. Fucking hey. Stares at Mango from the west corner. Good. West corner is the best corner.
That gets you stoned, you can get your dog stoned with. And
No.
yes, I used to take some Jif creamy peanut butter and grind up some cannabis and make like a little Scooby snack out of it. And Obi would lick the peanut butter, and his eyes got all red, and he'd ooh. You could just tell as soon as he got his. I remember the first time I gave Obi some weed. Yes, I could tell it took the edge off, because Obi was an old fart, dude. That dog lived to be like 15, 16.
Thank you, Mango. Yeah. It's mostly like the food, like treats. Yeah, here and there, but because of the breed that she is, she can't have red dye, and it actually affects her. She gets itchy, and that's why she like chews on herself. But I wanted to pause on this because Stormy says, Jesus, Josh, you're a monster. 100%. You're a monster. Do not do this. Like, if you're going to smoke weed, fine. If you're going to drink, fine. If you're going to do any kind of drugs, have at it. I really don't care. But if you have an animal in the house and you're going to like smoke weed and like blow the weed smoke into their face, you're a piece of shit. If there's, the secondhand smoke, that's a little bit of a different story. Just make sure that the dog is fine. Because if the dog ends up getting extra hungry, then yeah, they're probably just a little bit stoned. But if, you're blowing crack smoke, which he smoked crack and meth, I'm pretty sure about that. Allegedly, I'll put that in there. If you're gonna blow that into your dog's face, then you shouldn't have that animal. If you can't take care of the animal, don't have the animal. Seriously, this is fucking disgusting, Josh.
Goddamn years old. Tell you what.
Yeah, and you know what? Bill Portley actually has a good point. Don't get your dogs or cats high unless a vet says you can. And that, that comes with, oh, well, they just had surgery on their back leg or whatever. They had a cyst removed, so they have to have this painkiller, and it gets them stoned out of their gourd. We've all seen the videos on YouTube and TikTok and whatnot of animals with the cone of shame just being like looped out of their mind. And, that makes sense, but veterinarians are able to prescribe these things because they have the training. He's been hitting the air duster again. This is actually an older video. This is from 2 years ago. But yes, if you have a more recent video of him hitting the air duster, then yes, he probably has.
First time
also, what's going on, Wilson?
Weed, it was with
Wilson, why are you never at brunch? Come on, man. I send you a link every Sunday.
Peanut butter, some Jif peanut butter, and I had it in some tin foil. I ground up the weed, put it in some tin foil with some peanut butter, kind of mixed it around a little bit, and just wrapped it up. And then as soon as the dogs got a treat, they unwrapped the tin foil, and I'm just like, here's some peanut butter. And Obi and Lily were sitting there licking that shit up like, hey, this is really good. And, I'm saying, like a little Scooby snack, as I would call it. Yes. Then it got to the point where if I had a bag of weed on me and Obi would
he gets it DoorDash to his apartment, his neighborhood. Can you send me a link to that directly so I can keep watching the video? Because my work, you don't work. You're just a cook.
Smell it, he'd be like, hey, I know what that stuff is. You should give me a nug. I pull up my bag of weed. If I could stuff it in my pipe and smoke it, you know what I'm saying? Fucking, and it got me stoned, then I know it's good for dogs. And I'd take a nug out, Obi would sniff it, and nom, 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 nom. He didn't even need peanut butter.
Thank you, Manny Ichi. By that logic, meth would be good for dogs. No, meth is not good for dogs. You know what is good for dogs? Playtime, regular walks, water, and dog food. Also cheese tax. But that's a different story. It's at least not meth.
Dude, I've seen Obi dog would eat nugs of weed just straight up raw, dude.
Please do not let him anywhere near animals.
Obi and You could tell he was a happy dog. Dogs have a special way of communicating with humans. And you can tell, too. It's adorable as shit, YouTube. I remember when my dog Chance got put down. I was there to witness that shit. The
Do
veterinarian.
not ever give your dogs chocolate. If you're eating let's say you're eating a Krispy Kreme or something and chocolate falls on the floor, dog eats it. That's okay. Like, Sasha is very food motivated. Anything, gravity bacon, she licks it right off the floor. Too fucking easy. But do not let them near garlic, grapes, onions, or chocolate. Those are like the main things you need to keep your dog away from. But Von Helton, while he does have pretty good handwriting, is incompetent in every other aspect of his life. All right, we'll watch it
put
after
him
this.
down was the smoking
Thank you,
hot
Mango.
of age blonde, and I'm trying to be all macho cool, like, yeah, Mr. Manly Man, Ew, shitballs. I'm not trying to cry on camera because then the trolls will have a new still shot of me crying on YouTube to make fun of me with. I might make another little
Dude, as someone who drinks regularly, you're fucking smashed. Wilson, you know. Just give me a thumbs up in the chat if you know.
mixed drink with the remainder of the G Fuel that I have left in my glow-in-the-dark cup, because that's what's up. Obi and Chance used to lay in this chair and they loved it. I'm never
Bon's
getting rid of
regular
this
handwriting is
chair.
better
I don't
than
give a
mine.
fuck what
I'm
anyone
not gonna
says.
lie.
I might have lost my temper and smacked my Cobra cane right here and put a little hole in it. Nah. Just another little reminder of, hey, dipshits, you gotta work on your fucking temper.
A solid 6. Yeah. 0.6? Probably. Just be glad he doesn't have his own car. Does he? I don't know.
You scratch Tactical Soap's back, I scratch your back, saying you get a little affiliate link. Yes. So yeah, it sucks that the bonfire got deleted. But what do you do? You know what I'm saying? Like, you just you don't let it stop you, man.
I love Boglum Chronicles doing that shit. The loading thing. He doesn't have a driver's license. Good.
It's like, well, tough shit, that's life, and you keep going, You got a bunch of dickhead trolls who are fucking with you because you're autistic and you stand up for the right issues. And then your t-shirt stores that keep getting deleted. Nothing you can do about it. Nothing you can do about it. But I let the Praying Mantis staff go for 420 all day.
Let's take a look at that for a second. Now, I've done some epoxy. I do have like necklaces and stuff on my Etsy and whatnot. I don't know if that's in the links. That looks like shit. And I kind of took I took care to actually do the artwork. Granted, I was doing a lot of like straight lines and stuff, but there's a couple in there that that are epoxied, and this looks like you didn't know how to pour the epoxy, because you're supposed to you should mix it and brush it very quickly it looks like ass. That looks like ass. Honestly, if I had an ass in my face that looked like that, I would tell her to get out. Womp womp. Oh wait, I have something for that. Damn it. We'll wait on the delivery on that one. That's the praying mantis he killed with nicotine and tried to sell the corpse for $600. It's the next thing on the list. All right. Well, also, this comes from both of these last videos come from Boglum Chronicles. If you guys want any Cobes updates, go to Boglum Chronicles because it's them and bite-sized Cobra vids, excuse me, that actually put out a lot of content. And considering Cobes does somewhere between like 3 to 9 hour streams, they cut these things down and actually make them palatable. So, and yes, Ace, how you doing, Ace? I also wonder what happened to Puff. R.A.P. Puff. And this is about him going through cans of duster. So, all right, quick aside. I apologize for this, but so when I was stationed in Fort Polk, there was a young soldier. Her name was Myers, and I have no idea where she is, and I have no idea what came of her, but she was huffing duster, and I got a knock on my door one day, and it was a couple guys that came up and they were like, "Hey, we gotta go contact Myers. Like, we gotta go find out what's going on." So I went over with them, and we knocked on her door, and we were like banging on her door, and we were like, "What the fuck is going on?" And she showed up at the door, and she was like, "What the fuck do you want?" We were like, "Dude, you need to stop." And she had a can of duster and put it in her mouth, and then that deep voice came out because, like helium, you get a really high voice, but the chemicals in duster actually are heavier, so you get a much lower voice, and you're just like, "Get the fuck out of my room." And we're talking about like a 22-year-old young woman. And the long and short of it is we got her essentially kicked out of the army because we did not want her on our team. I if you guys want more details on that story, by all means hit me up. But essentially we tried to help her because we eventually went to the command and told them, "Hey, Myers is fucked up. We actually have to do like an intervention. She needs the I forget what it's actually called on active duty, but but it's like the ASAP, Army Substance Abuse Assistance Program. So like if you have alcohol problems or drug problems, they send you through that first, and it's essentially just like it's like AA. They send you through that to try and get you back on the right track. And they tried that, and eventually she got kicked out. But it's not something I ever want to see, and I don't ever want to see anybody like huffing inhalants. It's Mango, send me that song. But you don't ever want to see somebody going through that. It's bad.
This is absolutely unreal. This guy is literally my neighbor. I always knew he wasn't right, fine by me, do your thing. But to find out this? It's like finding out Jeffrey Dahmer is your neighbor. He had the weirdest note on his door for the longest
A
time.
little far.
I'm trying to find the picture of it. I'd also see packs of cans of air duster being Instacarted to his house. This explains so much.
This is why they also don't typically sell air duster in packs of 3 or above packs of 3. If you want like air duster for, say, you're working at an Apple shop, you have to actually buy them in bulk, and then they regulate that, so you can't buy them in more than packs of 3. Because I've bought air duster in like packs of 3, and then had them sitting around the house for 3-4 years. No, it's playing.
Going for a video now.
All right, Redditors, I'm going to go attempt to talk to King Cobra himself.
You can actually hear him. I'm glad they blurred that out. Otherwise, I'd have to end this video.
Hey, Josh.
Hey, can I help you?
Oh, I was just going to see if you're all right, man. I heard the cops last night and a bunch of commotion.
No, I'm good. Thanks for checking on me, man.
Cool, man. I just, I always care about my neighbors and everything.
Yeah, I appreciate it. You want a glass of wine?
No, I'm all right. Thank you, though, man. It's a little early for me.
Oh, all right. Well, I appreciate you. Thanks.
Yeah, dude. You have a Merry Christmas.
Yeah, you too, man. Happy Easter now.
Thank you.
Yes.
I never usually turn down alcohol. But in this case.
And for those of you that are just listening, it says, and he was willing to answer questions about the routine disturbances and complaints Josh creates in the building. Along with pictures, along with pictures of Duster being dropped off by Instacart. Which, if you look at your phone or your computer or anything, there is a double pack of Duster, and this is kind of what I was talking about. You can only get 1, 2, or 3, maybe 4 packs of Duster, but they're going to card you. But there's a 2-pack of Duster right outside of Josh's door. And I don't know. This seems a little.
The note on the door was literally
It seems a little skewed, but we'll see.
a page that looked like a kindergartner wrote it and was exclaiming that. Wow, I am falling down a serious rabbit hole. A guy on the stoop getting drunk with a bottle in his hand. Cool. I can see you aren't quite there. Not my problem at all, man. But when the yelling and screaming goes into 2, 3, 4 a.m. and I hear police beating on his door, there's a problem. Especially when one night I heard him angry and yelling and went to offer anything I could. A drink, watch a movie, relax, talk about it. He basically shut the door in my face.
And honestly, this dude that's a good friend. That's a good dude. Like, hey man, do you want to just chill and watch a movie? You want to play some video games? We can go to my place. If you have somebody with an issue, hey, let's hang out. Let's oh, well, I was about to go to the park. Oh, well, I got my dog. We can go to the park too. That'd be cool. Let's just go fucking chill for a little bit. That's a good guy. Like, he's trying to do the best for this dude.
He screams about everything, all hours of the night.
It's not skewed. That's his door with a note. He gets dropped off multiple times a week. Not good. I mean, I was going to say multiple times a week. Not the worst. However, comes space. It only goes up from there.
It's not Section 8, and nobody tolerates it. Management, I guess, has their hands tied since he's not right. I've gotta stay under the radar myself. I hate a chomo though. I'm pretty sure he'll be gone at the end of the month anyway. Cops are called on him all the time. I don't know what else to do without violating laws.
And the cutaway is, I'm sure this is not the last we will hear from his lone warrior. Oopsie. So yeah, Cobes is allegedly huffing duster. And if you know anything about computer duster, fun fact, it has a bitterant in it. And by a bitterant, I mean to make sure that people don't huff it. And that bitterant is pretty fucking nasty. I'm not saying that I ever huffed duster, but I've dusted my keyboards and I've gotten into my mouth, and it's approximate to what they call purple K in fire extinguishers. And purple K is basically, it just takes all the moisture and the oxygen away from the area. And purple K, if you ever get that into your mouth, you had better be running away or calling a goddamn ambulance. That shit's disgusting. It's horrifying. It's absolutely the worst. But Cobes' neighbor is trying to do the right thing, but let's hope that, I don't want Josh to be homeless. I just want him to get better, but also suffer from his consequences. He is a bad person, but I do see like a little bit of him, this tiny little speck that could be better in some ways. The stalking, no. The PDF thing, no. I just don't want him to like go to jail and get the shit kicked out of him. But we'll figure that out in the next one. It's 2930. I'm not going to go through. I'm not going to go into any more animal abuse. R.I.P. Puff. Said I wasn't going to go into any more animal abuse, but I'll do this one, and it's the praying mantis. And I'm not going to lie. If you've ever seen or handled a praying mantis, they're so fucking cool. When I was in Korea, we used to grab grasshoppers and feed them to praying mantises. It's super cool because those things are quick. They'll just immediately. It's really cool. I mean, such is life. They're bugs eating other bugs. That's what they do. That's what they do. They're predatory. But if you're just gonna like kill the thing, what the hell is wrong with you? I remember I told this story before. I'm sorry, but he was drinking before the trolls. Yeah, he was heavily drinking before the trolls. And with Clint trying to blame the trolls for some, no. Josh is 100% responsible for his own alcoholism, and Clint is just an enabler. That's essentially it. But what was I gonna say? There was this one time when I was in Louisiana, and we had this dude starting a Stanislaus, who is well, he's a piece of shit. Not because of this story, but because, well, he did some minor things. There you go. Look him up. And we were all sitting around because we're just like in the woods waiting on our mission, and a scorpion just so happened to be walking by, and we're like, "Oh, cool, scorpion!" Nobody had ever seen a scorpion before. We're like, "Oh, cool!" And you know what he does? He just stomps on it, and we were like, "What the fuck, dude? Why did you just stomp on that scorpion? Like, why would you fucking do that? That's fucking disgusting." And he was just like, "Oh, whatever, blah 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 blah." And we were just like, man, that's so fucked up, because it was just living its life. Granted, had any of us picked it up, we probably could have, gotten a quick trip to the hospital, gotten a medevac. But at the same time, you don't need to kill the goddamn thing.
Shout out YouTube.
Hey, Debbie.
Praying mantis. That's pretty sick.
Ooh, this is true.
Praying mantis outside, but it keeps crawling back in. So
I love it when females eat meat during mating.
I guess I made a friend. Look at that, YouTube. I made a friend.
And praying mantises are so cool because they're...
Good afternoon, YouTube.
Dope.
It's 9/11. Never forget. So join me this afternoon as we pay tribute to those who have fallen and sacrificed so much.
Dude, fine, but I'm gonna stare at you. No, I listened to Jimi Hendrix do the national anthem, or the Star Spangled Banner, I guess, whatever it does, banner, on guitar when I was in high school. And I was like, oh yeah, I want to hear it, because I was full of piss and vinegar. And it's pretty bad. on guitar. I hate this. I served 10 years. I'm into my 11th year of service. I don't want to hear this. This is so bad. I don't even give a shit about the national anthem. It's not oh, you're disrespecting. No, I don't give a fuck. I just don't want to hear this because it sucks.
I had to get that out of the way. That's the first thing I wanted to do. America, we're tough, man. We've seen 200 years so far, 200 plus goddamn years. You believe that? This isn't the first time that America has faced tragedy. There was D-Day.
It's more like 250, 270 years.
When Pearl Harbor got bombed.
Wait, let me hear that one more time. Oh no, not that. We're gonna go 5 seconds forward.
America, we're tough, man. We've seen 200 years so far, 200 plus goddamn years. You believe that? This isn't the first time that America has faced tragedy. There was D-Day when Pearl Harbor got bombed.
D-Day.
So far, 200 plus goddamn years. You believe that? This isn't the first time that America has faced tragedy. There was D-Day when Pearl Harbor got bombed.
D-Day. When Pearl Harbor got bombed. Pearl Harbor got bombed on December 7th, 1941. D-Day, the invasion of Normandy, Operation Overlord, happened on June 6th, 1944. 3 years later. 3.5 almost. Over 3.5. I think he broke me. Uh-oh. There's Sorry, there's another dog outside taking a shit. Sasha has to protect the yard. There's so many things I could say. So many things that I could say. December 7th, 1941 was one of the worst days in military history, in United States history. And you know what we did? Do you know what we did after that? We launched the Doolittle raid. You know who came back from the Doolittle raid? One bomber. We launched a shitload of bombers over the Japanese occupied territory of China, and we bombed the shit out of them, and then one of them came back. And you know what the Japanese did? They said, oh fuck, because we had absolutely nothing. And after that, we were pumping out one battleship every 10 hours on average. A fucking battleship. I am not happy. I know, a dog in its own yard? How dare they? She's doing a good protect, though. How dare they poop in their own yard? I just can't believe he said that, honestly. I kind of can. Never
And
mind.
I'm proud to be an American, or at least I know I'm free. And I
Fuck
want to
Lee
thank
Greenwood.
Lucifer and the women and men who gave that right to me. Mountain Dew Voltage. YouTube, I would trade my...
By the way, it's a Mountain Dew Voltage and beer. I don't know what beer it was. Kind of got cut off, but I'll give Cobes this. I do like his shirt. Weed the people. Better than anything the fucking Trump cult's wearing.
Victorian Second Empire clock tower dream house to prevent 9/11. You have no idea. I was in 4th grade when it happened. And when you're a kid going through that crap, I mean, like,
Talking about 9/11,
not like
never mind.
physically going through it, but like hearing about it, you know what I'm saying?
Wait a second. Mango, how old is Cobes? How old is Cobes? Did I just hear that right?
Our dream house to prevent 9/11. You have no idea. I was in 4th grade when it happened. And when you're a kid going through that crap, I mean, like, not like physically.
33? I was in 6th grade when 9/11 happened. I remember this because parents started pulling their kids out of school and nobody would tell us what the fuck was going on because there was just this feeling in the school. Like everybody was getting pulled out, like people were getting pulled out of school and the teachers were just silent. They were just like, we're going to focus on, on the lesson instead of talking about what happened. Probably because a lot of those teachers lived through the Challenger disaster, which makes sense now that I think about it. But I was in 6th grade. I'm 33 years old. I will be 34 this year. And he was in 4th grade. Let that one sink in. What's going on, dude, brothers? I was in 4th grade when it happened. We got sent home because a bunch of people had parents in New York during it. We didn't. I don't know why ever. Like, science class was it was 7th period. It was the very last class of the day, and that's when they announced it to us. They like, there's a terrorist attack on New York. And then I went home and I had to actually I had to walk home because, I didn't get a ride or anything. And I got home, my mom was there and she was just sitting there watching watching TV, watching all of this go down. And I was like, what's going on? She was just like, some planes crashed into the World Trade Center. And I was just like, oh, okay. No real explanation. And I was just like, well, why are you home? She was just like, oh, well, they evacuated all of the tall buildings in Cleveland and everybody got to go home for the day. And I was just like, oh, okay. So I just like went upstairs and it didn't click with me for a couple years that I was like, oh, fuck. But I was very young and it was on TV. Yeah, the fun fact. The girlfriend that I had that I met in college, she doesn't remember 9/11. You know who else doesn't remember 9/11? One of my soldiers in the reserves. He's in my charge. He was born in like 2005. He does not remember 9/11. Hasn't been through it. Jesus fucking Christ. But 4th grade, I'm struggling to find out. Just to reiterate, I said before he should have been in 5th, and also he said 3rd grade. I thought he said 4th grade.
To prevent 9/11. You have no idea. I was in 4th grade when it happened.
Yeah, he said 4th grade. Yeah, he should have been. He's around our age. He should have been between 5th and 6th grade. But if you go to it's not Lennon Lime, which this video comes from. I think it's Bite Size Cobra Vids. It's one video that I watched recently, and it goes through his actual, it goes through the entirety of it. He was kind of moved around back and forth, so that could have something to do with it. I'm not judging his mental capacity because I don't have that authority, but yeah, it's okay. So why is Cobes talking about 9/11? Yeah, oh, John, I hope you're listening. John, tell me if you're listening. Give me a thumbs up if you're listening. Put numbers in the chat if you're listening. He would have been 5th grade because he's 1 year and 2 months older than me, and birthday cutoff is August 31st in most states for birthdays. He may have graduated in 2010 like me, but he also moved from like Wyoming to, he moved from different states. I know that because I listened to the Cobes story recently, so I don't know what his deal is, but it seems like he was held back some. Whether that's on the school system, which I'm going to give it to, it's being him being held back because of the school system, as opposed to he being held back because of any mental issues. I'll give it to that. Oh, well, okay, we'll go back. So this is why we're talking about 9/11.
I had to get that out of the way. That's the first thing I wanted to do. America, we're tough, man. We've seen two. I had to get that out of the way. That's the first thing I wanted to do. America, we're tough, man. We've seen 200 years so far, 200 plus goddamn years. You believe that? This isn't the first time that America has faced tragedy. There was D-Day when Pearl Harbor got bombed.
Yeah, there you go. That's what I'm talking about, John. No. I'm not disagreeing with you, Mango. No. Son's birthday cutoff. Yeah, I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just saying that there's something there that doesn't fit, but I don't know what the fit is. You know what I'm saying? Like I just don't know where in the timeline. Like I don't know where in the timeline he is and talking about and all that fun shit.
Put your name at the
For lack of a better vocabulary.
top of his shit list, and the Statue of Liberty started shaking her fist. Mother Freedom started ringing her bell.
I am sorry for everybody that had to hear that.
To you,
But,
courtesy of the red, white, and blue. It's kind of become tradition. Every year on 9/11, I play this song. Pay my respects. Because some Middle Eastern punks were pissed off that they don't have democracy like we do. So we pay respects to the victims, the families who lost so much on this.
So this is the point I actually want to see. What was that? Fuck, now I gotta go back. What was what? But this is the point I was trying to make, because apparently this entire stream is about, I don't know, animal abuse or some shit. You got to be a little bit more specific. Tell me to go back 1 minute, between 1 minute, 30 seconds and a minute, JMag, and I'll actually like go back to there. But I skipped ahead because apparently his praying mantis has passed away. Oopsie.
Jay, I believe it, dude. I believe it. Hey, big girl. Hey. There she is, YouTube. This Mrs. Green. Her black and green stripes.
Now, I'm not going to lie. When it comes to, like bugs and roaches and stuff, I've blown my vape like one time into them just to see, what happens. Typically, they just mosey off of whatever ledge and they dick out. I don't kill them with it. There's a difference between like real pests and pets, because like I try to take like the like the bugs and stuff out of my house, and I throw them out. I just put them outside. I don't keep them in a jar anymore. That's part of the reason why we don't have fireflies as abundant in my area anymore. But I just take them outside. But if they're outside and I blow my vape into their face, that they're gonna get a little bit of fucking high, and it's funny. They get it out of their system and they fuck off. But I'm not gonna kill them. I'm not just gonna sit there and smash a little stink bug or something. I actually value that organism's life. He blows cigarette smoke at her. Yeah. Well, it was vape smoke. He had a little square vape. And yes, he did blow smoke at Puff. And Puff as we know, R.A.P. Puff, which I would never do. I mean, Sasha has barked at me to the to the point that I've like been, sitting there and I'm smoking my vape and I just like blow it at her face and she goes, and then she fucks off. But that's about it. I'm not gonna sit there and be like, oh, I'm gonna blow it in her ear and get her all fucked up. Like, she literally just walked in. Now she's about ready to go after the dogs that are pooping in the yard. But I'm not gonna do it until she's just like stumbling around and film it and be like, oh yeah, that's so fucking funny. And no, she's my sweet puppy dog. Who, honestly, the Mango knows. Yes, I know. I love you. No, you can't hit my vape. It's okay. Who's my sweet baby? I know. Those dogs are pooping in their own yard, aren't they? Yeah, look at that little tail go. Look at it go. Are you a sweet baby? You are. Do you want to come up here? No, because you're going to be on camera with your little ears. Yes. Don't worry. I'll take you out in just a little bit, okay? I'll give you a snack. Do you want a snack? I would say you say yes because you're wagging your tail, but you always wag your tail. Anyway. Oh, that's a big stretch. Sorry. I was enthralled by my dog. Yes, I love you too. Are you cold? You seem a little chilly, but that's because you got a fur coat. Big shake. What? Okay, I'll keep petting you. I don't smoke anything around my pets. Yeah, good on you. For real, though. Because you really shouldn't. Honestly, I have the vape. I don't like cigarettes or cigars or, I mean, obviously I can't smoke weed even though it's legal. It's legal in the state. It's not legal federally. So, sorry, I'm petting the puppy dog. But I don't like regularly blow smoke into the dog's face. If she wants to come and snug up on me, it means that there's something wrong and I have to actually, I have to do something. She might be out of water. She might be hungry. She might have to go out. There's a million things that it could be. Or she just wants attention. And then I give her that attention. And one of the best things is when when we get up, she starts clawing at the sheets and she's like, get the fuck up. I have to go take a shit. So she'll literally claw the sheets off of me. But anyway, here we go. You killed it. You killed that poor animal for no reason. There was no reason to do that. I was a fucking gunner in Iraq. And you know what I do from time to time? I wake up in the middle of the fucking night thinking about how I almost had to kill a human being. And you killed that poor praying mantis for no reason. That human being that I almost killed with a firearm was doing nothing wrong, just like that praying mantis. But you killed it. You pulled the trigger. I am going to have some nightmares tonight. Fuck me, dude. If anybody wants to actually hear that story that hasn't heard it before, I'll tell you what, $20, I'll eat a Bayview, not a sponsor, turkey gizzard, and tell that story. But fuck you, dude. Why is this entire stream about death of animals? I need to snug my sweet puppy.
Oh, hold up. No, I seen that.
Baby.
There's
No,
rain clouds outside. I don't want
they're
her getting
pooping in
drowned
their
in
own
rain.
yard. It's okay.
Damn it. Okay,
You're a
gorgeous.
sweet
You can
baby.
sit here and chill. That's cool.
That mantis
Use
didn't
your
deserve
bug
to
assault
die.
shotgun to take her out of her misery, Cobes.
Mango loves you.
No, she was a cool little praying mantis.
She
you know?
loves you.
She
Yes,
could
she
sense
does.
my love for animals.
She wagged her tail
why,
really
you know,
hard when I said that.
She called it in my apartment. Well, Mrs. Green, if you pass away, Lucifer speed. Yeah. Thank you all for watching the video. I'll catch you.
Cringe. Lucifer speed. You turd. Fuck you. Fuck you, Josh. You killed an innocent animal. I started the stream off with talking about how bad I felt about killing an innocent animal. I've been to war, and I feel bad about... I actually have a brain in my fucking head. That's the fucking deal, dude. You suck. You're just so incognizant of everything going on around you that you killed a fucking praying mantis with tobacco. They're pretty neat little creatures. People make me super sick little ecosystems for their mantis. Yeah. When I was in Korea, we found a praying mantis, and one of my soldiers, Mahdi, who's Palestinian, who I should probably... I'm gonna give him a call here in a little bit. He had a praying mantis, and then we had a room inspection, and the platoon sergeant was just like, "Are you supposed to have pets?" And he was like, "No." He's like, "So what are you gonna do?" He's like, "I'll put him outside." And it was kind of my idea, and I didn't know about it until after the fact, because I was his team leader. But that's a different story for another day. Yeah, and they're, at least he didn't have to like smash it. I mean, the platoon sergeant was just like, "You have to smash that thing, get rid of it." If I were in that room, I'd be like, "No, he's gonna let it out. You're just gonna kill an innocent animal?" All right, oops. Okay, let me go back a few seconds, and then I just happen to hit the the next token in our list is often wields a loaded shotgun while drunk. Once, and I can't say this enough. Once the alcohol comes out, the weapons go away. Once the alcohol comes out, the weapons go away. That's it. Full stop. Nope, not dealing with it. Because if somebody is at the point where they're like, oh yeah, well, I'm gonna bring out my fucking new pistol. Nope, you take that shit away from them. I don't care if they have to be wrestled to the fucking ground. Doesn't matter. You take that weapon away from them, and they can come get it later. It's a weapon. It is a firearm. It is meant to do two things: hurt and kill. That's it. I am not going to be fucking challenged on this. I fucking hate it. I have made this mistake in the past myself. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm drinking with one of my buddies, and I'm like, hey, dude, I got this. I got a gun. Do you guys want to see it? And they're like, oh yeah, I'm like, dude, it's unloaded and all that shit. And they're like, no, just keep it tucked away. We'll see it later. And I'm glad I have friends like that are like, yeah, just keep it tucked away, because typically I keep my guns like in the closet and shit like that. I'm not going to bring it out. I'm like, oh, okay, even if it's not loaded, I'm not going to bring it out, because the first thing that's going to happen when alcohol and guns get mixed is somebody gets hurt or killed. That's it. Do not do this. Don't do this. I hate, on top of everything, number one, child molesters. Number two, people that can't understand gun safety. Number three, Republicans. But, those kind of feeds into the other two. But anyway, sorry, that's a bad joke. But anyway, let's get into this. Also, if you actually want to have an online presence, do not bring out firearms unless your channel is specific to firearms. I posted in my own Discord a video of a guy that was launching an RPG-7 and it exploded. And I watched that entire 30-minute plus video of it exploding, and I was just sitting there like, because that's fucking dangerous. And if you guys want to actually see that, let me know. We'll show some of it at the very end, but I don't want my channel to get deleted. But anyway, let's watch this. Fuck me, do not talk about, you can talk about firearms. I love guns. Guns are fucking cool. However, do not do what Josh is about to do, because if you're just going to brandish a gun, somebody's going to say something. And I didn't even brandish a gun or do anything a year ago, And you know what happened? I got swatted because somebody with salty balls. And this is this is from All the Way Absurd. This is where this video comes from. So
stupid. It's super dumb. Josh, how frequently are you on Discord with us?
and I've seen this video
Not
before,
very
by the way.
frequently.
Yeah. From Josh's mouth.
Yay.
Like
beers.
once, maybe every couple weeks, maybe.
Finish my
right?
water. Now I can have beers.
Pretty much. I'm like, fuck the sickos. And that's how I live it.
Hold on. 20 of age goth chicks in a bar wondering where he is. Messaging the bar concerned why the guy that smells good is in there every day.
Yep.
Y'all are fucking contacting Frosties. If you
Hit
go
her up,
on
bro.
Google and you look at Frosties, yeah, it's y'all are literally contacting fucking Frosties.
Ain't the worst
Also,
thing.
We got like
Worst
fucking 10
thing
more
I've
minutes.
seen
Anybody wants to come
you
on here and
do.
talk to fucking Josh? There you go. Wafer's fucking pizza.
Yeah,
Pizza's
that's
not
not
there
cool.
yet, right, Josh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, actually, before I
I'm glad I have friends that gauge my mental health stance with firearms in their house. It's nice to have cognizant friends. Yeah. It's nice to have cognizant friends. Absolutely. Because when you like it, especially when it comes to like my soldiers, the soldiers that are under my charge, I have to constantly contact them. I have to check up on like administrative tasks, and I also have to contact them and be like, hey, are you doing okay? Is everything going on? And if they don't answer, then like I always worry because I've been through way too many times that I don't look at my basic training picture. I don't even know where it is. I don't think. Actually, I think I might know where it is. I don't even really look at it because I know all of the people there and I don't want to put a bunch of X's on the people that have taken their own lives. And that's the last thing that I want is for, somebody to go through everything, to go through the worst thing. And it doesn't have to be combat. They can be the strongest motherfucker in the entire world. They can raise kids and work 12-hour shifts, and they can build a house, and all of a sudden they're gone. It's the last thing that I want. And I think after this, I'm going to call my buddy Timmy to call in. Man, y'all got me all choked up. Because I really hope everybody's doing all right. And, I may not answer, but if you guys call me on Discord or you hit me up at postaliguana@gmail.com and you just say, hey, I'm not doing okay, I'll get back to you at some point. I'll sit there with you. I'll fucking have the conversation. We can have a private conversation. It's not worth it because taking your own life, if it's through, it doesn't matter honestly, it doesn't matter what the circumstances are. All you're doing is putting that burden onto somebody else. That's it. So if you're depressed, you're putting that depression on somebody else. If you're struggling, you're putting that struggle onto somebody else. There's always a way out of it. And the way out of it is not unaliving yourself. by all means, please do. I don't give a shit if you're an atheist and you have to go to the damn church and be like, I need help. Find the help. Please find the help. Because you're worth way more alive than you are sitting in the ground. This is a really dark and deep episode, and I hate it. But I also really appreciate it. Because I love to think. And you know what? I think we should all think. Neil deGrasse Tyson shit. We should all actually think about this. If you have somebody in your life that you're wondering about, go contact them. I don't give a shit about views. I don't give a shit about who's here while I'm live. Go contact the people in your life that you care about. Even if they don't even really want to care about you. Just say what's up. Because you never know if there's going to be that day that they call you. And they're like, hey, what's going on, man? Oh, yeah, what's up? Oh, I'm at work. I'm just, chilling. Oh, hey, I was just trying to... Is everything okay? You never want to have that day. But sometimes that day comes. And you should be there for them. We're all in this together.
Okay, I do have just a really quick question for Josh, if he doesn't mind. My lord, may I ask you a question? It's to do, actually, you're a practitioner of the magical art, so this is actually something to do with magic, if you don't mind answering the question. I have a situation.
Thank you very
There's
much,
another
John.
YouTuber. His name is Von Helton, and he uses, he dubbed himself Sorcerer Supreme, and he dabbles in dark arts. And apparently he's performed some...
I just went super dark and deep, and I didn't realize Von Helton was going to be coming in.
Curse where he's put my real name in a jar and buried it in his yard.
Yeah.
And I'm not exactly sure about that.
Oh, that's Secular Opinion. I didn't even read it. Holy shit. Oh, all right. I know this is a bad idea. How about this? Thumbs up in the chat if I should save this for the next stream. Thumbs down in the chat if I should continue. Yeah, there we go. Because I think I remember this stream. Yeah, I remember this. I remember watching this probably, yeah, quite a while ago, because this is 2 years old. So we got 1 thumbs down, 1 thumbs up. Next vote counts. It's only 8 minutes long. Okay. I must depart. I'm saying much love. Drink water. Thank you so much. I have been drinking a lot of water today, and I really hope to not pee myself before I get out of here, because I really have to pee. Does alcohol count as water? Fair enough. It's technically made of water. I don't know.
Done about that to counter it. What can I do to counter his curse?
We're just gonna go through
How
it.
should we done or what?
He put my name in a jar and buried it in the yard and put a curse on me. And I want to know what can be done to counter black magic.
Using his name and say, I don't believe in his curse. It just kind of pushing that negative energy back.
Here's what you do. Do the chop chop slide. And when you Hey, can I just say real quick?
Hell yeah, secular.
Can I just say real quick to Sec Ops? I'm a fan. Love your channel.
Thank you.
Keep doing what you do, man.
Yes, power to the people, secular. Yes.
Thank you very much, Josh. I appreciate it. Have a good night, folks.
Take care, secular.
Later.
That's why I had my
Privilege
cup.
says it's fucked. It's
Water
the only
before
place
everything.
Josh has immersion with a chance for social interaction. Reddit tards had to go and ruin it.
It's not the only interaction I have for social interaction. Maybe I
Bro, you are sloshed.
just fit in differently, you know. It's like,
I is an option.
oh, hey, Cobra. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, I do. Speedy Dick skin tags.
See
We're
you.
gonna fucking end this. All right, Josh. I gotta go to fucking bed. I gotta fucking work. It's fucking midnight. What are you doing?
There we go.
What's that on your lap?
Nothing
What is that?
but my home protection.
Nope. All right. So, do not this. This is the last thing that you should do. This is a, I believe it's a break action shotgun, otherwise a lever action. Do not do this. That shotgun should be either in a safe place or in a safe. Do not don't encourage Milk. Actually, encourage Milk. He needs to be more less Canadian. There you go. That's the word I'm looking for. Do not do this. Don't do this. Do not brandish a weapon at any point. He has people next to him, and we don't know what kind of ammunition is in that weapon. If the ammunition is not like home defense, then there's a good chance it's going to go straight through that drywall. I don't know what's on the other side of that drywall, and it could go through somebody, especially if it's slugs. Don't do this. Do not. No.
Nothing but home protection.
That's a break action double barrel shotgun. Jesus fucking Christ. That thing can fuck you up. The purpose of a break action double barrel shotgun is to be able to fuck you up and then make sure you're fucked up if you're still moving around.
Protection, man.
Hell yeah.
Josh.
Defend yourself. Second Amendment.
All right, so it's not loaded.
Jesus Christ, at least it's not loaded.
Fuck suicide. Serious. Fuck suicide. It's my lady.
So we have this for what reason right now? Why are you gonna take it out right now?
Just because I feel like it. Because I love guns. They're beautiful.
You love guns. So it's not loaded.
I love guns and I like drinking. However, comma space, I do not mix the two. Guns and drinking do not mix. It's like it's the same thing as putting vodka in milk. Don't do that. This is that's a 12 gauge double barreled break action shotgun.
Though, right?
No, it's not.
Why? All right. No, I know you showed me.
Yeah,
I know.
it's not loaded.
Cream
Okay.
or
Loaded
milk.
inside.
You might get
Don't
might get blocked
fucking
for that.
load it, dude. Josh, stop
Hey,
going in your
Pecan.
pocket
Josh.
right now. Joshua's fucking face.
Jesus
All right.
fucking
I'm
Christ.
not gonna do anything stupid.
Okay, dude. Don't fucking load it, dude.
Josh, stop.
Joshua
I'm
fucking
not doing
face on her.
anything stupid. Okay?
You're doing everything stupid. You're doing everything stupid. You're doing everything stupid. You have the rounds. You have the weapon. You are shit-faced. Put everything down. I don't care if it sits on the floor. This is the one time when your weapon should sit on the fucking floor. And you know what, Josh? Go to the fucking bed. Jesus fucking Christ.
Okay.
Don't
All right.
R
Don't be a
word.
fucking idiot, dude.
Milk.
Okay. All right.
It's
I swear to God,
baby, I'm
Joshua.
not gonna be an idiot.
I still love you.
Oh my God.
R
Josh.
word.
I hate fucking goddamn Casper laws and why it's cool to have your gun in your lap right now.
Oh my.
And he's loading it. No. No. I don't know what that means. But pecan. But no, don't do what Josh is doing.
Oh,
Fuck, dude. Why do you have shells in your pocket?
Josh.
Don't do
Why
it.
do you fucking have shells in your pocket?
Josh.
What about it?
Oh my fucking God.
What's this night? I'll drink that.
Josh.
What's that?
Oh.
Okay, so you're just gonna fucking sit with your gun in your lap, and that's cool. But you have fucking shells in your pocket, dude.
Why?
Why?
Just light it.
Look at your face, you little fucking smug shit.
Josh.
Look at you.
Dude, one of the times I was with my buddy Mac, and me and Mac both love guns. We've both been in the military and everything. And I hate to keep hammering this fucking point home, but I came out and I was just like we were just getting shit faced. We were in my house, and you know, I just wanted to show him my gun, and I was just like, "Hey, here's my pistol and everything." I was like, "Don't worry, it's not loaded." I pointed away from him, unloaded, and he was like, "Dude, it's not cool. We're not gonna bring it out." I was like, "Okay, that's fine." Eventually, I just, you know, put the slide forward and put it back in its box, and I took it away. But that's where all of this shit comes from, is you do not mix these two. You don't mix alcohol with guns, because every single gun, every single firearm is a weapon, and every single firearm that you handle is loaded. And this dude literally on camera, as we just saw, loaded a fucking weapon, and we don't know what he's going to do with it. The only thing that's between him and his neighbors is drywall. And if you've ever fucked with drywall, all you need is a damn knife. A knife like this. And you can just cut straight through it. It's it's compressed gypsum. That's it. It's soft as shit. And do you think a shotgun is going to be able to defeat that? Yes, it is. Do not do this. I am fucking livid. This actually bleeds into something that I kind of want to talk about. I'm not gonna. Are you sure it was a pistol? It was kind of a 22, and he just told me to put it away. But anyway, this kind of bleeds into things that even if you know what you're talking about, you have to be careful. So I don't want to go more into this video. But I am going to go a little bit into the video that I posted on in my Discord. And it shows you why you really should not fuck with guns. So I close these to make sure my computer doesn't slow all the way down. So mind you, this is going to be a little bit graphic, but I'm going to actually go into a little bit of this, and I'm actually going to give their disclaimer before I actually show it. So
let's do it.
Okay.
3, 2, 1. If you didn't read that warning, again, let me reiterate, do not watch this video if you are faint of heart. This video does contain some shocking footage. It's potentially triggering to PTSD victims. This is for medical, educational purposes only. We would never glorify this for any reason. This is a pretty unfortunate accident, but we are ready to go over the footage together and see what we can learn from it, talk about safety, talk about our plans for the future. And there is a chance that some of this is still going
you should
to
be fine with the corn dog.
Censored. We're not
Corn
sure at
dogs
the
are
time of
delicious.
recording how much will be censored, but we want to keep our channel. And if we put up too much graphic content, there's a chance the entire channel gets demonetized. And because of that, if you do see some censored content, that's why the entire unedited, uncensored footage will be available on Patreon if that's the case. That's pretty much the only way we can do this while still keeping our channel. So our link to Patreon will be in the description below, and you can go watch it there. But again, do not watch it.
And sorry,
I can't handle this because it is very shocking. He's okay.
So this all comes from Ballistic High Speed. I just found this channel today. So it's from 2 months ago. And if you guys actually want to check out Ballistic High Speed, what they do is actually they do high speed videos, like high frame rate camera videos of ballistics on their channel, I guess, because I looked into only this one. So
okay with showing the footage that's here.
I'm going to show you these guys are professionals. They have done tons of videos, and they know what the actual repercussions are of someone not understanding how something might fail, because the moment you pick up a weapon, it can always fail.
He wants to watch it. He wants to show you guys so we can learn from it. So Adam is back and thankfully recovering.
I have returned indeed.
Like a real high speed, he's got 2 rock stars.
You said one like, and I'll come back, and here you are.
Yes, I did get at least one. It might have been me. I'm not sure.
How would you say you're doing now?
A lot better. Still takes a lot of wound care. I don't think I'm. Shit.
No, we can talk about this shot however much you want, however many times you want to see it, and we can move on to high speed. And yeah, so.
All right.
So, long story short, the guy with all the bandages on him, he was the one holding the RPG, and the guy without the bandages on him, he was the one running film. But this is what happens. So, mind you, this is going to be graphic. Just pay attention. Thank you, Mango. I know it's a terrible habit. I should get rid of it.
We'll just see what we can do as far as what we can learn from this. This is the 3, 2, 1 word.
Okay. All right.
Are you sure you're ready?
Let's do it.
Okay.
3, 2, 1. Shit. Call
And
911.
here comes all the
Oh,
swear
fuck.
words and the response.
Oh, shit. What do we do?
The guy with the bandages has no recollection of what happened during this. This is his first time actually seeing what actually happened when he tried to fire an RPG-7 and it exploded right next to his head.
What's bleeding? It's his face.
Call 911.
I'll call it.
I don't know if you can see there, but like my body was already like tremoring. And
Holy shit. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You can already see. I've got skin grafts right there.
yeah. This shot isn't as slow as we normally do. For this, we had the flex camera, 3,000 frames a second to see everything, and then the 2512 was like close in on like this area.
Okay.
So this isn't going to give us like hyper detail, but it's still we're going to see something.
There you go. Shit.
Yep. It's like,
And you can see in this, his helmet, what happened was when the RPG went off, his helmet, the air pressure went underneath. He didn't have his helmet clipped under his chin, luckily, because it probably would have torn his chin off. But the air pressure went underneath and just took the helmet all the way off, but also took off his eye protection at the same time. And I'll show you, well, before that, you can see his chest rig, or his, yeah, it's called chest rig. It's flying out because it was clipped all the way around, and there was so much power behind it that it actually tore it off. And right here down at the bottom, yeah, I'm trying to get it, that little piece of black right at the bottom of my cursor is actually the plate, the armor plate that took it off. That, like, it's exiting his armor. And for those of you that don't know, the armor plate is put into, it's actually tucked up inside of the chest rig, and for that to just go out, it could have gone down, and the way he was sitting, it could have gone down and broken his femur. It could have bounced off. It could have hit the ground and gone right back into his face and everything like that. And you're going to see why this is so damaging. His helmet was not strapped. So he didn't have his helmet strapped, and he admits to that later on in the video. He is extremely lucky to have actually survived, because in this video, they had the RPG. It was probably allegedly, I'm just going to say allegedly, overloaded so that the RPG tube that they used was not sufficient for the RPG that they actually used there, and that's why it actually exploded.
A war movie shot. Like it's one of those things you can't fake, basically. It's
Michael Bay eats your heart out. Yeah, look there.
And that's his head right there. That's his head. Right where my cursor is, that's his head.
The plate.
Yeah, let me wind that back.
Holy shit. So it started normal.
Yeah.
I mean,
and what they were trying to do was do a high-speed video of why you shouldn't be around the backblast. So anytime you fire off a rocket, an RPG or anything, you say backblast area clear, because you don't want anybody standing behind you, and then you fire it off. And this is an RPG-7, which is really common in throughout the fucking world, because like millions of these things were created because it's just a steel tube with a rocket in it, but they recreated the rocket using machine parts, and they got the actual tube and they were able to put it back together because I guess it's legal. But they recreated all of this stuff, and the backblast, the reason this thing is a cone is because it's supposed to dissipate a lot of that rocket energy. And when you think about like the javelins and everything, the javelins, when they fire off, what actually happens is they pop off, but there's a huge jet of water that dissipates a lot of the heat energy in order to take away the heat signature of that rocket firing off, so that you can just drop it and then take off and move to a different position. That way the enemy can't see you, but it's a smart weapon, so it can just fly up and then drop on to the top of the tank. This is a very rudimentary weapon, so you just want to fire it directly at your target, and they were trying to get the effects of the backblast on a human face. Yes, like an exhaust pipe. So if you were looking, if you wanted to look down the exhaust pipe, like Alfalfa from the Little Rascals, yeah, this is the extreme version of being Alfalfa. But backblast area clear, and that's what we were taught when we were firing off the AT4. You don't want to be anywhere near that, because I fired 9mm training rounds out of that thing, and I'll tell you what, my hearing not that great.
Rocket's moving. We can see some propulsion coming. So it didn't instantaneously malfunction. Oh my god!
This is the first glimpse of it going off.
Yeah, look, it's like
And this is why.
And look at all.
This is why you don't fuck around with weapons. if you don't know what you're doing, you don't fuck around with weapons. Think of the stupidest person you know. I don't care if it's me. Think of the stupidest person that you know. That person can probably buy a gun. Think about that. Go vote. Vote for change. Not in the Obama sense. Actually, vote for change.
All that fight, like, I don't have a beard now, but they shaved that off.
Yeah.
No,
I lost almost no
You
hair.
had basically your full facial hair intact, and I was very surprised because, like,
in
look,
the
You know what, Milk? Just don't fuck this weapon. It might you might get gonorrhea.
like you're in,
Oh my!
You're gonna
in
get a
flames
burn
for a while. If you saw this footage, and
Dude,
didn't,
weapons are cool. Guns are fucking awesome. Swords? This? Tell you what. You want to talk about weapons? This is a 1918 Rock Armory M1 Garand bayonet. And do you know why the blood groove goes right here? It's because it used to be 16 inches, but it's actually cut down. It's not sharp at all, don't worry. But these things were cut down because in World War II, they had to have a shorter bayonet for paratroopers. So they actually cut these things down. So it would have been damn near a sword. And can you imagine having 16 inches on top of a rifle? Just saying. Just saying. Weapons are cool. Militaria, fucking awesome. Not gonna lie, I love it. However, common space, you got to be careful. That's why I know this thing is dull. It's not sharp, and that's why I can handle it. Also, my guns stay where they stay. I can't imagine 16 inches. All I have to do is fold my dick in half.
didn't have any context, would you not have thought like that would kill a person?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Well, it's no wonder all the doctors told me they thought I should be dead.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
that's not a knife.
I mean, it's worth saying, like, your helmet got blown off of you, your eye protection got blown off of you, your plate carrier vest unfolded, your plate flew out, your bracelet got thrown off.
Never did find that. So the helmet, you can see I don't have it strapped. I didn't like buckle my chin strap, but that one has a headband retention. It tightens like a hard hat.
Okay.
So I mean, it was tensioned to my head. It wasn't just like plopped on there with nothing holding it on. It was tensioned.
You're welcome,
Oh
Pecan.
man, that launcher went high.
Yeah, and it's like actively flaming out of the failure point,
and then just
and
absolutely ragdoll.
You can tell you were unconscious because you're not grimacing. Like,
yeah,
you're just falling. So about 2 to 3 milliseconds, you were engulfed in like raw explosive flames, which isn't a long time in terms of footage, but that's all it takes.
But if you think of the injury list that I listed, TBI, a traumatic brain injury, a temporal.
I am not going full Star Wars kid unless you pay me to eat this entire jar of Bayview brand turkey gizzards. Not a sponsor. $20 a piece.
Oral skull fracture causing a brain bleed. Cheek.
Uh-oh. Milk, did you just Milk did it.
Die.
Sorry, you can't. No ooh-wooing in the chat. 350 degree fine.
Broken in 2 places. My jaw may have been like dislocated or misaligned. A laceration to my cheek. Anywhere from 10 to 15% of my upper extremities were 3rd-degree burns requiring skin grafts. Small fragmentations throughout.
It all happened in 2 to 3
milliseconds.
Yep.
I mean, you can even see the first frame that you start to get hit, like it contacting your shoulder and wrapping around your hand. Like this right here is the last millisecond of you unharmed.
Right.
And then the next millisecond, you're already being harmed right there.
That's nuts.
Like even here, your body doesn't know what's happened yet.
Nope.
Nobody.
Uh-oh. We got Amari.
Ahmed Mohsen.
Okay, there we go.
knows it's happened yet, even if they were watching it with their eyes.
Hi, Mari. Thank
So
you
the
for
big
being
question is, what caused this? And I think the main
Wait,
things that we can rule out.
Wait, milk or cream? Excuse me. Wait. What the fuck did just happened? This.
Danke fürs Lochspachteln, ja?
Mashallah, Digga.
Brezel?
Mit Söschen?
Na klar.
Yeah, don't WTF my mate.
That people
My
wondered
chat.
about was A, did the ballistic head prevent it from venting quickly enough to cause it? So if we go back to the first high-speed angle here, by the time the blast is hitting the dummy in the head, it's
Only
already
Mari gets the turtle. You get this. This is so dark. This has been like one of the darkest streams that I've ever done, and now I'm just showing memes.
Right.
So it's just now touching the dummy,
That
and the
was a
entire
cute
rest of the
monkey
launcher is
plushie.
already
It's already
exploding.
gone.
So we can at least rule that out. The other thing is,
Some people had talked about the smoke around the trigger
should probably cover
pack.
that. Yeah. In order to reactivate it, you have to basically drill or mill out that previously welded in rod, put your own firing pin in, and kind of weld that in place.
Yep.
So
New trigger pack.
there's always a chance that it's not perfectly sealed and you'll get a little bit of smoke venting out. So in no way does that contribute to the failure. There are sometimes places that smoke will vent out.
The rocket's moving, so that wasn't like jammed in there.
Right. No, it wasn't jammed at all. Kind of proper procedure for these launchers is that you should clean them pretty often. So RPGs that'll fail out in the field are ones that have been fired so many times they get gunked up on the inside. There's metal fatigue that happens over time.
Okay.
So that's a normal thing that can happen, but it wasn't the case here. I think we cleaned it with both like actual solvent cleaners and the cleaning rod every 3
See, these guys did their due diligence on this. Due diligence. Crystal Universe Boy. Unfortunately, Crystal Universe Boy. He's dealing with the car. He's off at the mechanics. He's not very mechanically inclined. And fortunately, at some point, he's gonna be back. Don't worry. Don't worry. I got you, Mari. What did Mango say? What did you say? What did Mango?
I'm gonna scream as top as I loud.
Unless Mango tells me what she said. So anyway. All right. I've been going long enough. All right. I really appreciate everybody for being here. I think I made my point. Fucking Cobra. That was not Mango at all. Jesus Christ. You know what? Yeah, look. This is how I feel about your comments, Milk.
Sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit.
And that was the latter. But that fork hit me in the penis. Oops, I didn't mean to hit that. And I don't mean my penis. But anyway, let me see if I can find the pancake turtle. I do have the brushy. To be fair, that is a tortoise, but I'll find the pancake turtle for you. Let me see. Let me see what else I have. Oh wait, since Milk is here, hey Milk, say something. I'm working on it.
Oh no, cringe. I was born on a Dublin street where the Lyle drums did beat.
Okay, well, thank you, Milk, for giving us that. Is enigmatic the right word? Jesus Christ! All right, now I gotta now I gotta do a bunch of things. Hold on, hold the phone. HTTP. All right, I'm looking up the pancake turtle. There we go. There we go. Share this tab instead. And facts. Don't you ooh woo at me. You know what happens when you ooh woo? Die. Everybody knows what happens when you ooh woo.
Making bacon pancakes. Take some bacon and I'll put it in a pancake.
This is a pancake tortoise. You can see why it's called pancake tortoise. These are the fastest tortoises alive, and there's multiple reasons why this is the case. Their shell has multiple adaptations for multiple different reasons. One of them is that they are somewhat hollow.
Why do I have to have all of the memes?
Flexible. And as you can see in this video, that helps them not only get in the tight spaces, but to be able to squeeze into them so predators can't get access to them. Now, they are from Kenya, Tanzania, and Zimbabwe. Well, introduced to Zimbabwe. But they are critically endangered. Like they're almost gone in the wild. Mostly from the illegal pet trade. They're caught and they only lay one egg at a time.
You know what? This is what I have to say about. Wait, where? Okay. Do I have to just play this all the time? Die. I can't keep doing that. And you know what? Just Anna, just for you.
What'd you say about Minecraft?
To be fair, you'd probably like it.
So their population is slow to grow. These guys will walk around while feeding, and as soon as predators come by,
I agree, Mari. Save the pancake tortoise. Well,
making pancakes, making bacon pancakes. Take some bacon and I'll put it in a pancake.
This is a pancake tortoise. You can see why it's called pancake tortoise. These are the fastest tortoises alive, and there's multiple reasons why this is the case. Their shell has multiple adaptations.
Okay. All right. Fine. You know what? I'll look it up.
Council Bravo.
between the 1945 and 1992.
No, that's not what I'm looking
Bacon
for.
pancakes, making bacon pancakes. Take some bacon and I'll put it in a pancake.
This is a pancake tortoise. As I mean, you could see why it's called a pancake tortoise.
Look here.
What was?
This is what happens when you roar. There you go. That's what happens. No offense, Maury. I feel like that was the most offensive thing that I ever could have done. Unless why? Why are you guys like this? Why are you like this? I see Awu crew. Hail to the giant mushroom. Yes, everybody hail to the. All of a sudden, I've got people in here. I was talking about like I was dismantling an animal killer and child molester, and all of a sudden, this dude just. All of a sudden, people are like, "Yeah, show us memes." What is the internet? All right. All right. Here we go. I'm gonna put this up because I can't show that. Oh, good fucking land. Oh no. You are very welcome, Mari. And I owe you. Pecan, you better hit up that PayPal if you want me to do the Chica dance. Because there's a lot to go into that. And these are Bayview pickled turkey gizzards. I had to actually read it. Pickled turkey gizzards. Not a sponsor. Yes, I am very happy about eating these. Thank you for asking. I haven't smelt them, but I opened the package. Fuck. I just want to put the foil in one place. I want this shit all over my notebook. All right. Oh, that was the whole thing. Because for $20, I have to eat a turkey gizzard. A pickled turkey gizzard from Mudbrooker. I thought that's why you PayPal'd me. I am not going to slurp this. Nobody clipped that. Oh. Well. Thank you for your donation. But you know what, Mari? I'm going to do it for you. Why is it hard? it's there's Mudbroker said these were good, but then again, he ate hardtack. That's fucking vinegar. He ate hardtack in the Civil War. Thank you, Mari. I don't mean that derogatorily, but let's put some music on. Let's how do I do this? All right. No, not. Let's go to Mr. Woodowson. Oh, not John Coyote. Where you at? There you are. All right. 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 To be fair, it feels like I fell on black days. Not gonna lie. Gonna need another $20 to eat another one. That shit was disgusting. It's very acidic. It was very, very acidic. Let's just say that. But I think the worst thing that I've had is the mackerel spines. I think that's probably the worst thing. I'll tell you what. Let me do this. If somebody gives me another $20, I'll eat one more. But let me know. Because you got about 5 minutes before I get up and brush my teeth and floss. Seriously. I don't even want to drink my beer because, yeah, fun fact, blood orange and beer don't mix generally, but that was tasty. There you go. I didn't even buy these. These were sent to me. I have the pickled beef hearts for brunch tomorrow. I really appreciate that, Mari. You're a sweetheart. And you know what? Just for your sweetheartedness,
Ahmed Mohsen.
you get extra turtles. But Jesus Christ. Yeah, I gotta brush my teeth. Like, oh fuck yeah, turtle. Okay, yeah, that doesn't. Well, that's not sitting too well. If chicken feet for the proper donations. Hey, what's going on, Seth? Think of it as a sour meatball. Oh yeah, that makes sense. Why would I do such a thing? I don't know. But I'll eat one more. Everybody's got 3 minutes. You did good, soldier. There you go. Proper salute. That's true. Some of them are tortoises. This is a tortoise. Doing the brushy. But the other one was a turtle. Oh, man. And this is what happens when Milk or Cream walks into a room. Oh, God. Oh, man.
Oh yeah, it's called food porn, individual.
Oh, shit. I wasn't done picking my teeth. Well, yeah, I didn't want to call you out like that, but if you're going to call yourself out, why not? All right, we got 2 minutes to give me one more donation, and I'll eat one more gizzard. Very spicy, vinegary, not umami. I hate them. Let's just say that. You have no shame? Are you sure? Isn't this you? That fork hit me in the penis. Oh, wait, that's me. Sorry, folks. Wait. All right. I appreciate everybody for being here. I don't know if I'm gonna get another donation. Oopsie. Yeah, that was PayPal. Thank you so much, Mari. I'll split $10, Sonny. You're having car problems. I really appreciate that. If nobody's willing to do it, that's fine. I can take care of myself. I'm not looking for a pay piggy or anything like that. This is just my hobby. So, you know what, Mari, just save your $10, and if it happens, it happens, and I'll eat one on brunch. But we're running out of time, and we're getting close to Underhaven. Plus, I gotta take Sasha out to go. She's gotta go tinkle. She's a little tinkle princess. So I really appreciate it. I'll take it. Haha. But no, I'll catch you guys on brunch here in the next 12 hours, 13 hours or so if you're not running on Canadian time. But yeah, that was disgusting, and I feel like I have to poop. So everybody go ahead and check out good old Underhaven. That is going to be happening in about the next hour. So you have time, like me, to go poop. And also hit up Anna Haven at any point, any way you can to make like overlays and all this shit. Because Anna, I fucking love this overlay. I can't tell you enough how much I love this overlay. This is awesome. I thought the thumbnails were good. This is great. This is amazing. Thank you all for being here. Fuck King Cobra. He sucks ass. And I'm gonna go maybe poop out of my butt. But we'll see. Take care, folks. Probably turn my media professional, folks.